Target Trading Academy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dan O'Brien with Target Trading Academy, and I am doing a recording for you Thursday evening after another incredibly wild trading day. My goodness, the S&P, the Dow, and the NASDAQ, and the Russell, if you look at small caps, were down huge at the open. Of course, it started overnight. I was watching it all night, doing some trading in the evening as the market got the news that Russia invaded Ukraine, and the market dropped dramatically last night and then kicked it into high gear a little bit later, and that was what caused the gap open lower when you woke up. If you only look at, say, the Dow, for example, and you wake up in the morning and what in the world made that thing open negative 600? Well, it all happened the prior evening. And of course, as you know by now, it was all due to the situation where Russia's invaded Ukraine, and it was a bigger invasion than most people expected. That caused the massive volatility in the day, but the good news is, for most people, the market turned around and went straight up the moment the Federal Reserve said, hey, guess what? Remember those rate hikes we were going to do, and there might be 9 of them or 11 of them? Yeah, not so much. Remember that QE we were going to stop? Yeah, we're probably not going to do that either because of this whole Russia-Ukraine thing. And that just changed the market, Johnny on the spot, and it went straight up, and the short sellers were toast. All right, given that news, we had some, the students submitted the trades for us today from Mick, Curtis, Steve, Tim, and then another group from Mick. He's in Australia, and so sometimes I get the trade submissions from him at really weird times. And so I'm going to start off with Mick, and I'm going to end with Mick, which makes sense. Going around the world, going from one spot to the other. He's way down there in Australia, and he's trading really well, so that's great. Anyways, we're going to start off with Mick, and let's do it now. Okay, so Mick's first trade was a short in the ES for a nice winner there at 10.26. Okay, then we have a group of trades from Curtis. These are, I think they're all in the micro ES. And we have this first trade at 10.13, long live for a small loss. And then 10.16 for a buy, live and a winner. And then there was a couple of them in there for small winners, as a matter of fact. And then, a couple of those in there. And I think the next one, there we go. I have to adjust the screen here for a moment. We have a short in the micro ES at 13.57 for a nice trade. You let that one run for him. Then I have to adjust it again. My apologies. But we have a buy at 14.20 for another winner. Okay, and then Curtis's last trade is later in the day at 15.30. He was long in the micro ES, and when I saw this, I certainly sent him an email and asked, Kurt, you got in at 15.30 and you got out at 15.31, and it's a micro contract. Are you kidding me? All right, Curtis, you see it. He saw that everything's going his direction. You got to let it play out a little bit, and I know he was upset by it. It just exploded after that. So the good news is he was right on the direction, and he was right on the timing. He just got over anxious, which is what he said to me, by the way, in the email. And, kicking himself in the fanny. And we got to do that. Hey, listen, I've been there, done that myself, no doubt about it, many times. But especially when you're trading live and you see the market make an absolute rip move in the exact direction that you expected, but you talked yourself out of the trade, it doesn't take more than a couple of times where you just say, okay, look, man, I was right before. I'm going to be right this time. Just let it play out one more bar, and you go, whoa, now it's in my favor. How about one more bar? Oh, it's already through 2 targets. How about a third bar? And then you think it's off to the races, and you got a huge runner. So it's not just Curtis. Everyone that that works with me needs to let trades run a little bit more. I always scale out. Everyone gets order strategies from me that scales out, and there's usually one that's a huge target or no target at all. Let's say you buy 3, you get out of one target and then a second target, trailing stop comes up if you're long, like in this situation. And sometimes there's no third target at all, so that you can have a huge runner like this and hopefully get out way out there at the top. But anyways, it's a learning process, and that's what everyone's doing with us. So Curtis is doing well, frankly, overall, and he's getting better. All right, let's move on. Okay, we have a buy here from Steve. It's a 3 lot in the ES at 1346 for a winner. Only 3. And he made $410, and what looks like, let's take a look at the timestamps at the bottom, folks. $410. Now I know it was sim dollars, but if you did that live, that would have been $410 in your pocket in probably 30 seconds, maybe less. Okay, we have 2 trades from Tim. The first one is a short at 12.13 in the ES for a winner, and then a buy at 12.30 for a loss. Now I totally get this. The trending algo, let me adjust the chart just a bit here. So the trending algo was in the no trend zone, which is exactly what, there was no trend here. And then it finally, was picking up this price action, without a doubt, looking for a trend. We've got this resistance line up here, and the market broke above it. Everything looked like a breakout. Long-term and short-term HFT guys were already running the thing up, and it happens, right? It was a breakout. As a matter of fact, I ask in the trading rooms, is this going to be a breakout or a fake out? Because sometimes they are like this. It's just you get long and it turns around and comes down, and it's a fake out, which is why everyone must use a protective stop. Okay, so we're back to mixed trades. We have another winner long in the ES at 10.21, and then another potential breakout at 10.49, similar to Tim's, but it was later. Tim's was later, but it was almost an exact same scenario. Breakout there for a loss, and then as we look over here on the right, I really like this. So Mick sees a short at 11.02 for a fast winner, and the market balances, and it doesn't reverse and go up. So it balances and then breaks again, and the trending algo is already in the green at the bottom there, and it's going up, showing acceleration of the trend. And so he goes for it again, says, hey Carnac, why don't you look for another trade? And it gets him in and shorts it again just seconds later. I'll call it a minute later at 11.03 for another very fast winner. 2 extremely fast winning trades. Good job. Okay, and then the last screenshot here, we could see these are the 2 winners that we just talked about a moment ago, so we're not going to count those twice. And then on the right hand side, we have a long at 11.13 in the ES for a small winner. And again, those were all from Mick. Okay, that's going to do it for our trade submissions. Okay, so overall, with a very volatile day, I know a lot of the students were wary about should I trade or shouldn't I trade when it's this crazy and very thin and whippy back and forth. And I totally understand that. And as a matter of fact, if you feel nervous about that at all while you're scalping or day trading or whatever, any type of trading you do, and the market has this type of turmoil, either go to sim or don't trade at all, and just kind of watch it and kind of try and learn from it. So with that said, I only had 14 trades sent to me, which is fine, but 10 were winners, 4 losses, and no break evens. Once again, 14 total trades, 10 winners, 4 losses, and no break evens. So given the extreme volatility, I think that was fantastic. Frankly, on a regular day, it was a very good ratio. And I expect that volatility, by the way, to continue throughout the week, which would be tomorrow, Friday, and certainly last into next week, but things can change quickly. But that's going to do it for today's video. If you'd like to learn more about it, contact us on our website or through the Facebook page, and I will do another video for Friday's trades probably over the weekend. See you then.